family? You tapped into the DOA TBM. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content and updates. This one's so groovy, baby. Well, you know what? That's quite an interesting segue, because one of the things that came up in the news over the past week was a person by the name of Grandmaster Jay, who people say was the leader of the Not Effing Around party or something like that. Let me see if I can get their full name. But he's been sentenced to 7 years in prison on charges related to a Breonna Taylor protest. Now, some might remember that during the 2020 protest, it was alleged in, I believe in Louisville, that they say that he was accused of pointing an AR-15 rifle at two federally deputized officers in downtown Louisville, and him and other demonstrators took to the streets demanding justice for Breonna Taylor. He was arrested, and as I said, he's been alleged as the leader of the NFAC. So the Not Effing Around Coalition, I believe what they're called. So he's been given 7 years for this. Some people are saying they feel the sentence is too harsh. And then coinciding with that, we've got another case of somebody else who had been sentenced to life in jail after killing 6 people at a parade in Milwaukee. I don't know if you remember that guy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you know, speaking on the first
no, I do remember that. I do remember. I think he was trying to start a race war or something.
Yeah, they say he killed 6 people and injured many when he drove his car through the streets in a Christmas parade. So the time's kind of coming back up now with these guys going to court and charging on stuff. He was sentenced on 76 charges, they say, including 6 of first-degree intentional homicide and 61 of reckless endangerment. So he's going to be spending a lot of time in jail in addition to giving 6 life sentences. They say they also sentenced him to the other counts, which totaled more than 762 years for the reckless endangerment count. So very stern sentences. I think in his case, for somebody who actually did something, you know, I'm not going to question how just that was, because it was very unjust for him to you know, go on and act like that and take out people. But in the case of Grandmaster Jay, where he, you know, I'm not from the U.S., so I believe you guys have some kind of right to bear arms, but I don't know what he did that was wrong in that situation with allegedly having his pistols out, or his rifles out, I should say, on some deputized officers. So quite an interesting one that he's going to face time in jail for that.
Well, you know, out here in the States where we at, it can go any way. It can go any way, because basically I didn't seen it to where people have come to people's house to rob them. You understand? Home invasion robberies, and you don't have a permit for your pistol, but he didn't cross the threshold of the front door of your door, and it's supposed to be that if somebody, you know, comes where you're laying your head, then you have basically all right to do what you have to go do. You know what I'm saying? But if he's outside and he's running away, you can't shoot. You can't. There's a lot of things you can't do. But the fact of it is that you could be defending your property and defending your house, and shoot a person. They was inside your house. It's like the police want to wait till something happens to you for them to solve it. But I've seen people who didn't have a license for their firearm and still go to jail and have to do a whole bunch of explaining, even though a person came to their house to rob them. It's crazy.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of craziness out there, especially when it's being reported. Other people around the world hear it and they think, I mean, I'm not saying it's just the US, because somebody was saying that to me the other day, and they was in Australia. They were saying, oh, you know, the America crazy. And I said, well, if you check the news reports for stuff what's happening in Australia, there's quite a lot of violence and crime and you know, murders and stuff like that too. So, you know, not to get off topic, but with these guys facing these charges and stuff, you know, you're gonna have polarizing thoughts on it. Some people feel they were standing up and they was protesting. I will just put a black eye on protesting in the future. People already say there's gonna be more of a clampdown when it comes to even just like protesting and stuff. Is it something they're gonna allow? Because You know, they don't want to see people out there on picket lines with AR-15s and stuff like that. You know, so
But they out there with AR-15s though. See,
yeah,
long as everybody's standing out there and nobody got no pistol to bear arms to protect themselves, the police is fine. But they want to be the only ones out there with pistols in the street. Well, stop selling them. You know what I'm saying? If that's the case, how is it so easy to get guns, but it's not so easy to get money?
no, that's
You
a
feel
good,
me?
that's a good question, though.
Come on, man. So it's like you should be able to bear arms in certain situations. Like, if you chasing a person down that's running away from your home and you shooting them in the back and shooting at them, that's wrong because they're running away. You know what I mean? But it's a sticky situation. It's hard. There's a lot of shit going on in this world, basically.
Yeah. Peace, family. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and check us out on outtheronline.com. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook for exclusive playlists and social media for all different types of segments and content.